We're looking at Voices of Kenya's CBE Trailblazers. This is part 2, showcasing best practices and impact. I'd kindly request that we have KICD ready. We also have Elizabeth Owiti, Program Manager Zizi Afrik. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. And let's have the video introducing our moderator. Let's have that ready on the screen.
She is the Senior Deputy Director in the Directorate of Curriculum Development at KICD, with a distinguished career spanning teaching, teacher training and curriculum innovation. She has trained educators across Africa and co-authored UNICEF-sponsored instructional materials that continue to shape effective teaching and learning. Please welcome Dr. Jacqueline Onyango.
20 minutes, please. 20 minutes.
Na wenye tabia za kupendeza, mifano ya maadili hayo, upendo, umoja, amani, uzalendo, tuwe na heshima na uadilifu, tuijenge hii nchi yetu. Sisi ndio
we are supposed to use it after to put another seed. So you
yanayofanya tuwe watu wema na wenye tabia za kupendeza, mifano ya maadili hayo, upendo, umoja, amani, uzalendo, tuwe na heshima na uadilifu, tuijenge hii nchi yetu.
Thank you very much. The leadership of the Ministry of Education, KEPSHA leadership, all the partners that are here, CEOs who have supported this engagement, and my fellow teachers, because I'm a teacher by profession, good morning. We are privileged to be here. The video is just a show of what you as our teachers are doing. May I ask the teachers who are coming to this panel just to walk to the podium. We shall introduce you as we ask you to speak. But as they come, we proudly confess as a ministry and specifically as KICD that the competency-based education is working through our competency-based curriculum and the subsequent assessment that has been experienced. I want to bring in the team that is representing you as we are talking about trailblazers. I want each one of you to see yourself as a trailblazer. And may I just ask you that at the end of this, we shall all confirm that we are the trailblazers. Why do I say this? Because even as we run education now, we recognize the fact that people have been running education before. That is why we confidently stand on podiums such as this and speak in very good English with confidence, because some teacher somewhere did a good job. And so we just continue to do what was done best. And for me, being a teacher by profession, this is the best profession you can be in, because you can see your results every single day. As I start the program, I want to recognize Sister Cyrilla Sanya. She is the current head of institution for a school called St. Anne's Primary School. That is where I went to school, joining that school in 1976. And so having gone back to the school and seen that we can still continue with the principles we had, we can affirm that indeed all of us as teachers are the trailblazers of education. Allow me then to speak to my panel. We shall give you strictly 2 to 3 minutes just to give us highlights on behalf of your colleagues regarding what you have been able to experience. And the first area we are looking at, how do we ensure continuity between the different levels, pre-primary, primary, and junior school, and now subsequently senior school. And my question goes to Mr. Kenneth. How best do you think we can continue this continuity. We are aware that you are handing over the first cohort to senior school. So how are we going to make sure that even as we hand over, we are having the continuity that you have very well undertaken for the different cohorts at the primary and junior secondary level from your experiences?
Okay, distinguished guests, fellow delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Please allow me to share on linking pre-primary, primary and junior schools for continuity, efficiency and impact. As we all know, a chain is as strong as its weakest link. The success of a team, organization or process depends on its weakest member or element. Linking pre-primary, primary and junior school for continuity, efficiency and impact involves a continuous educational journey through, number one, administrative structures, number two, curriculum alignment, and number three, integration, physical integration. Let me look at this individually. A, administrative and structural links. Here we seek to combine pre-primary, primary, and junior school into a single institution, often referred to as comprehensive school. This comprehensive school is under single leadership, whereby one principal is appointed to oversee the entire institution with the deputies to manage each section. One for pre-primary, one for primary, and one for junior school. And then matters policy and oversight should be governed by the ministry and government bodies to ensure that they provide guidelines for the smooth transition. The second one is curriculum alignment and pedagogical links. Curriculum alignment ensures the curriculum is designed to create a smooth transition or progression from one level to the next, with pre-primary laying the groundwork for primary and primary skills building up to junior schools.
Thank you very much, Kenneth. That is very good insight. Allow me that we move on to the next question so that we can be able to save on our time. And we are looking about transformation, basically in teaching. One of the tenets of the competency-based curriculum dispensation was actually moving from teacher-centered pedagogy to learner-centered pedagogy. I want to ask Madam Catherine Tanui to just give us highlights of what are these pedagogies we are talking about that we are utilizing that are different from what we were using before. Karibu.
Asante Daktari. To all our dignitaries, greetings to you and my fellow delegates. I'm here to address the issue of transformation of the learning pedagogies. And I want to start probably with that traditional teacher. And maybe a number of us were that traditional teacher who used to stand in front of the class, talk to the class, ask questions about what he talked about, and then give homework about what he talked about. I think the time has come now for all of us as teachers to transition, to transform ourselves, because now we are dealing with a new modern learner. What kind of learner are we dealing with? A learner who is curious, eager to learn, empowered, very bold, and even aspiring. And so when we begin to select the pedagogies for these learners, we must be very careful to select those pedagogies that are relevant to them. And when we talk about relevant pedagogies, we want to ensure that their pedagogies are stimulating, they are empowering, they are able to link theory with practicals. They are the kind that bring the learner to the forefront. And I even dare say that our learners these days are exploring AI. And many of us teachers are still afraid of AI, but our learners are there. And so if we guide them, they can go and explore the AI, query some things they want to find out about, and then also come back and put it all together. So we are looking at a transformed pedagogy where the learner is the leader and the teacher is the facilitator. Yeah, thank you.
Great. Does that represent what we are doing in school? Yes, it does. The video that we showed was a video that just tells us what engagement learners have. But it was basically for the value-based education, which was our third greatest pillar in the competency-based curriculum dispensation, and for which we had planned a pilot. We did the pilot of the curriculum, we did the pilot of community service learning, which was a new area, but our third pilot was actually value-based education through a whole school approach. We began by teaching values in the classroom, you're well aware of that, but now we have moved on to a different dispensation. So I want to ask Madam Mercy to be able to just speak to us, 2 minutes. What was the experience with the pilot? And immediately after, we will ask Mr. Ngutu from Bondo Township to just tell us what is our way forward. And we should be wrapping up within a short time. Yes, Madam Mercy?
Thank you, Daktari. My name is Mary Masharia, and I want to mention that the video you witnessed is a video of my school, and I am a proud teacher to witness what we are doing. VbE, we recognize from the word go that it is not a classroom affair, but it encompasses the whole school ecosystem. So from the word go, we engaged parents, we engaged our stakeholders, we engaged the BOM, and they knew what we were engaging, what we were starting with. That is why it was very, very easy for us to achieve what we have achieved. And it is interesting to know that with VbE, there's a lot of learning with the learners. We are moving away from finishing sentences for them, completing assignments for them. You just show them the direction. You point them the direction. It's almost like when you open the gates of in a horse race and the horses bolt. That is what I witnessed when we started implementing. That the moment we started this and we pointed the right direction, we guided, we broke down the values and they understood them. They ran away with it. What you have witnessed is not 90% of the teachers. It is 90% of the children, including things that we have done, amazing things. If you come to my school, you'll be amazed. You go 360 degrees, you see values. And one of the things I would also want to mention is that I must be a role model. All the 8 values I must embrace, because if I lead the right way, the people behind me will do the right thing. It has been a very, very interesting journey. And I want to imagine that going forward, embedding the values in our everyday activity, in and out of class, in the way we speak, in the way we engage our parents, in the way we engage our stakeholders, it is the way to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As I invite Mr. Ngutu, please allow me to call Madam Elizabeth Owiti to join me, because we were setting this session off together. She has a role to play with regards to the value-based education. Mr. Ngutu, you may go ahead. The lessons you have learned, and what would be your advice to us as policymakers?
Thank you so much. The leadership of KEPSHA, the dignitaries, and my fellow delegates. As has been said, I'm Charles Ngutu, the HOI, a Bondo Township comprehensive school. We implementing VbE. VbE in full is value-based education. And all value-based education, we have 8 values. I know we have core values at our schools, but these are now values, the values of love. There are 8. Very fast, I want to talk about them. I just want to say them. We have love, we have integrity, we have social justice, we have patriotism, we have respect, we have peace, we have responsibility, and we have unity. As a piloting school, we have really benefited from this. And when we started, we roped in everybody, all the stakeholders, the teachers, the parents, the board of management, the parents association, the cooks, the guards, and even the political class. And I speak now, everybody is going towards one direction. The values have got their indicators. I may not go over all the indicators, but I want just to pick integrity. What are the indicators you are supposed to observe as you make sure that integrity is practiced in our schools? One is choose to do the right thing always. 2, display honesty. And 3, utilize resources prudently. We have seen our learners utilizing our resources very much prudently. And now there are things that parents could not do that they are now doing very amicably. The junior school and the primary school are intact. It is love, it is integrity, it is respect, it is all VbE. And I want to advise as a piloting school, as we now start implementing VbE, let us embrace it because it does wonders in our schools. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. At this point, allow me to invite Elizabeth to just make a short statement, then we can wind up the session.
Thank you very much, Madam Jackie, and good morning, delegates. My name is Elizabeth Owiti, and I work with Zizi Afrique Foundation. The support that we have given towards values-based education is our contribution in ensuring that our children are able to acquire values. We all know where we are at as a country, and we need values to be able to address most of the challenges that we are facing. The experiences that have been shared here, and I've witnessed them firsthand, one thing that is coming out strongly is that if we get it right with the values, then simple problems, simple challenges that we are facing in schools, as simple as taps being broken down, as simple as seats being, children climbing on seats and breaking them will be addressed. And they can go as complex as resolving conflicts among our learners. And therefore we know that if our parents can play their role, our teachers can do the right thing at the school, and if our support staff within the institutions know what is expected of them and they play their role, and the community at large, so that when our children go to church, they get the same message and we all act as role models, then we are going to address many challenges, not just our children acquiring the values, but we will be able to address many problems, including the problems that we are currently facing, as simple as overlapping and causing traffic, when we know that we should be patient and wait so that the queue can move. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see how passionate all of us are. And these results have been realized for just one reason. You, the trailblazers who are implementing the curriculum and carrying out assessment as is required. So on this note, I want to confirm that indeed our children who are in school and have gone through the competency-based curriculum can actually exemplify being engaged, empowered, and ethical students. They only do that because the teacher sets the pace. And who are these teachers? You are the trailblazers that are setting the pace, because what the head teacher tells us to do, we shall do. I missed out on being a head teacher. I hoped in my lifetime I would be one, so you can imagine how envious I am of you, for the simple reason that you have the opportunity to co-create with God. As our former PS used to say, teachers are the only co-creators with God, because you shape the life of that child once they are born and they come to you in school. KEPSHA, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to share these experiences and to affirm that as we go forward, we want to give the support to the senior school as well, so that they can be able to run away with our children as best as you have run. and just to announce to us that the pilot was done, it was evaluated, and we intend to roll it out in the coming year, January 2026. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mwakazi, and I think you will give me a very big chocolate for not having taken all your time. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Makofi out of Valley. Thank you so much. Well done for keeping time. We celebrate you. Many thanks. And we do have a gift of appreciation. Western RC, please facilitate the giving of that gift. Well done. I'd kindly request even the following speakers, let's learn from that example. Well done. Up next, ladies and gentlemen. They spoke to us yesterday, and now we also want to give them another opportunity. This is sustaining the future of school leadership through sustainable pension and welfare systems. Public Service Superannuation Fund, Douglas Asanyo, 5 minutes. Please be on standby. Douglas, over to you, 5 minutes.